Hello, my name's Bryony and this is a video about the personal planner. You might hear my dogs every so often in the video, so apologies for that. So it just arrived this morning. I've already opened it and put things in it, but I wanted to show you how it will arrive if you're from the UK. So it should arrive like this. It's not that green package, and this is a standard one. It might be different. I do live on a small island within the UK, so if you're on the mainland, you may well actually get it in the green package. So I'll go ahead and pull it out. So when it arrived, a few of these were bent. I've straightened them out, so they're fine. They're easy to straighten out. They're not difficult at all. Okay. So this is the planner. So I chose to actually get a tailor-made cover. Apple, enough. Be nice. Thank you. So I chose to get a tailor-made cover. This is just me and my horse. And I stuck to a very basic one. I was going to have a capital B, but I liked the lower B. It's 2017-2018. This is the thickness. So just shy of kind of the central part of your finger. It is an A4 size. I prefer A4. I get on much better writing in things A4. That's the reason why I chose this planner in the end. I have an Erin Condren. I can't get on with it. I've wasted money on it. I could not get on with it, mostly because of the size. I am an A4 person. So I've taken this, put that on. So this is the thickness. It's very thick, actually, incredibly thick. It does make it a little bit, makes the cover a little bit kind of washed out, but that's fine. And this is very thick card, really is thick. I'm surprised at how thick it is, and I'm surprised at how thick that is. I'm quite pleased with that. I was really impressed when it first arrived. So the next bit, this is where you can put what you want. You have the option of putting something in bigger font here, and then you've got like a big area for kind of medium-sized font, or it's quite large actually, this font. I chose not to actually have anything there. I didn't need to, so instead I had this. It's just a quote. You can't alter your font type for this yet. I expect they more than likely will change that in the future. At the moment you can't. It doesn't bother me too much. At the bottom you have even smaller font, and you can put your details there. I've chosen, I will be taking this planner with me to various places, so I've chosen to put my email, website and number on. So over here is the inside of the cover. They give you a little story of how they started, so if you want you can pause the video and have a read of that. It's a very sweet story. And then it jumps straight in. So I ordered it to start in June, and they give you just a week's kind of leniency within that. So I've chosen to have it with the times going down, and I'm really pleased. I thought about buying this planner with Erin Condren, which had the times along the side, but when I zoomed in on those times, they did not start early enough and they did not finish late enough, which was a huge problem for me. Whereas this, I haven't even got it all the way down the page, and it starts at 6 AM and goes to 11 PM. That's ideal for me. And then I've got all this space still. I've chosen to have a weather thing just because I live in a place where we have hugely different weathers all in one day. I can have all of this weather within a single day. And I have wind turbines. My neighbour has one, and further away there's a farm of them. So I liked this. I thought it was really nice. A nice sweet touch. I'm not a sticker lover, so having these in place means that I don't have to buy stickers for them. This is where you record your working hours or your working amount. My hours, I'm a home worker, I can choose however often I work, so this is my way of being able to keep track. And then I've got this space here. If I want to, I can put stickers there. I have got a few stickers. So for example, when I need to order hay for the horses, or get straw for the chickens or whatever, I can put a sticker that correlates to that. At the bottom here, this section, you can choose what you want in. You can have lots of different kind of to-do lists and things like that. I don't need to-do lists. My to-do lists, if I ever have them, would be up here or in there. I don't need them down here, but I like to do sketching. I like to do sums and things like that. And I will sometimes create or copy out Sudoku. And so that's what this space is for. They do give you the option in the back to order Sudoku. I didn't want that though. This was a better option for me. So on this side, I decided I might as well have some lines just in case if I need them. So I put that there. These are not choosable. That you do have these in there permanently. And again, that doesn't bother me. I'm not fussed. I'm really not fussed. In the UK one, the Sunday is a red. I wish that is one thing that I wish like you could change, is that I'm not religious. I don't celebrate Sunday as kind of a Christian day. And as well, because I work from home, I may choose to work a Sunday. So for me, I wouldn't have that a different colour. I would keep it the same as all the others. But again, it's such a minute detail. So it doesn't bother me again too much. And I still, on both the Saturdays and the Sundays, I have got these same boxes here. So nice and simple. This is the ruler that it came with. It's not a full length ruler. It's about half length. I think it's made originally for the A5. I love this ruler. The problem is, and with the Erin Condren planner, and those of you who have Erin Condren will attest to this, their ruler fits so snugly that it breaks. Sometimes, I mean, my middle bits in the ruler haven't broken, but the edge pieces have, because you snap them out and you're careful, but it just breaks. This, because it's obviously a slightly different design, but also because it's a softer, I mean, with the Erin Condren, you cannot bend your ruler like that. If you do, it will snap. Whereas this, it's softer. It's still straight, it still does the jobs, but it's softer. So it's not going to snap, and I'm so pleased with that. I will be using it as a page marker. It's got a little bit of an edge there. It's not too big, which is ideal for me. Up here is where you can change what decoration you want. I've chosen this because I've got a white pen, and what I want to do is I want to draw a little kind of a stick figure horse. Because if you haven't noticed already, obviously I've got a horse theme going on here. So yeah. So the whole book is like this. So that's what it looks like. And then you get towards the back, and you've got lots of different options. I suggest going on the website and finding out what options there are. But these are the options that I've gone with. So I've got an overview of 2017. I should mention, in here, you can, if you wanted to, choose to have birthdays automatically put in. I've chosen not to do that because my acquaintances change all the time, and there's so few people in my life that I don't need to do that. I prefer an overall look for birthdays. So this, for me, is purely reserved for birthdays and holidays. That's all it's there for, and that works for me. So I've gone 2017 and 2018. You can, if you order now, you can do 2017, 2018 and 2019. I don't need 2019, so I just move them. Now the next bit, you had again lots of options that you could have. I've chosen to have this paper. I have got my notebook. It should hopefully arrive tomorrow, and it's going to have more of the paper that I want for random sketches and things like that. But this is just in case if I want to do charts and things. I've chosen to have that that square dot look. So I've got a few of them. I can't remember how many pages, but a few. They do give you tons, I should note, they really do give you tons of options and tons of pages. Like it shocked me, and when I ordered the notebook especially, so many pages. In future personal planner, I really hope that you make a notebook option in A4. I bought the A5, I'm happy with the A5 when it arrives, I know I'll use it, but an A4 would be even better. Just like your planner. So then after that you've got this grid. That's what I've chosen anyway. I've chosen this grid method. I really do like grids. I don't tend to go for lines. I like grids. I do a lot of sketches and floor plans and things. I chose to have 1 page or 2 pages. Yeah, 2 pages. No, 4, in total 4, of plain white paper. This is where I'm simply going to reserve for photos. That's all it's for, really. It came with these stickers. I'm not a sticker lover, but I chose to use the ones that they have got in here. I feel like I will use. And this, what I call a slimy, I think a plastic wallet. It's very thick, and it does stay closed, so that's really good. And again, very easy to remove, no problem at all. Bit fiddly to get back in, but other than that, it's really not a big deal. Okay, I've put that there because the next section is my maps. I love traveling, I love seeing the world, and I also have ambitions to go to lots of different places. I also like just looking at maps. I like to familiarise myself where everything is in the world, especially if I'm watching a programme and I want to know where that country is or where what's its neighbours and things like that. So that's why I've bought this. Obviously I'm in the UK, so I think that's why these are first. And it keeps going. Oh, I should say where I am. So I live on a small island within the UK. I'm not down here, I'm all the way up here. So over here, I'm actually in the middle of the ocean. I'm closer to Norway than I am to my own country. So this is the world map. Now this is where I really hope that Personal Planner will see this video and will take on board what I'm about to say. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to have the world map here and a map of Russia and China or just Asia on the back. Okay, so what I mean is when I ordered these, you had the option of having 2 maps, 4 maps, 6 maps, 10 maps, whatever. I got the maximum amount, I think it's 10 maps. I did this because I saw that one of the problems that people didn't like about the planners, probably the only thing really that they didn't particularly like, is the fact that they print on the very back card page. Okay, I had no issue with that because I saw a video where somebody had ordered these maps and the world map was on the back page, and I was really pro that because it's a solid map, it's one overall. I feel like I could have I actually wanted it on this, and I thought it was going to arrive like that, and it didn't. Now, it's not a be-all and end-all. I will still use this planner. It won't affect me, to be honest, too much, but it really is something to take note that, you know, for future personal planner, really look at where you're placing these maps. It makes no sense to have, you know, continents and countries spread about, okay, and in the middle of all that have a map of the world. In retrospect, you need to have the map of the world at the very end, and it would make sense to have it on the back page. So you're still saving on money, it makes no difference, but you're being more logical. I know they've likely done this just because of sizing, but you know what? Shrink it down. because it does make sense to have the world map here. The other thing I have noticed is that it has a barcode in the big top and very clearly little dots where there'd be little hole punch things. That to me suggests that this map is not from a source where you have maybe legitimate permission, I suppose, to have this. I'm sure they do have permission, but that suggests to me that they've bought this map and scanned it in somewhere. You need to buy maps that do not have this. You need to buy maps that are designed for external publication. So it's just something to be aware of for Personal Planner. Not going to affect me, but it is something to be aware of. And then the very back is just, again, another personalised picture that one of my favourite views of the Rockies. I used to live in Canada, so this is just a reminder of there. And then again, a nice thick plastic back with this. Now these don't come like this, you do have to put them in. It's up to you whether you want to have this poking on the outside or the inside. I did have it originally on the outside because I didn't want it to scratch this, but it didn't sit as well as what I'd hoped. So I've turned it in and it fits much better, and pleasingly it does not scratch the card. So that's it. I really like this planner. I've gone through Filofax for about 3 years, and then it was weighted and wasn't the right sizing, and even the A4 sizing, the files were too big, and I just had enough for them, to be honest. I had enough, and I went for the Erin Condren because I liked the coiled aspect, but the A5 was not the right size for me. And I ended up buying loads of stickers, getting all excited, and then found I just wasn't using it. So my Erin Condren is here. So I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very pretty. It's well made, but I don't use it, okay? I do not use it. I've tried and tried and tried. I do not use it. The only thing that I found I do use are the things at the back, little sections that I've created at the back. So I've created little markers and things like that. But I can do that in my notebook. So I bought this for business as well as personal, and I know that I will use this. I absolutely know I will use it. This is fantastic. Great layout. So if you are considering buying this planner, honestly, I would go for it. I really would. I think it's a fantastic planner. I will do an update when I've started using it for a few weeks or a few months. But yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.